Namaskaram. We are on discussions on Bhagavad Gita, and the other day we have seen on chapter 9 Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yogam. The other day we stopped with the sloka 22. The sloka 22 was, as I mentioned, it is one of the most famous sloka. It is supposed to be approximately in the center of Bhagavad Gita, and it is taken as a script motto tag word for Life Insurance Corporation of India. The last word, Yogatshemam Vahamyaham. The verse is Ananyaschintayanto mam ejana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogatshemam vahamyaham. So that we have explained. Now today we shall continue from sloka 23. Yopyanya devata bhakta yajante sraddhayanvita tepi mame vakaundeya yajandye vidhipurvakam yajandya vidhipurvakam ye apyanya devata bhakta yajante shraddhayanvitaha tepi mame vakaundeya yajanti avidhi purvakam. Here, devotion to other gods. Earlier also Bhagavan mentioned there are many celestial gods around you. Going to them doesn't matter, but all that reaches to me. In 8th chapter we have seen whatever benefit you get out of that, also through those other gods are provided by me, and that immediate satisfaction you get out of all the rituals which you do for those devatas are all coming from me, and I am the origin for all of them. Now Bhagavan says, even if you do performance there, actual that is not as specified by or as I specify you to do. Therefore, you don't have to go round away. Come directly to me. That is what Bhagavan says indirectly. So devotion to other gods are okay, but not that okay. So better to come to me. That is what Bhagavan says. It's like you have an option to go to a guru. That is always better than going to others who have copied from them. There are many gurus where you are not able to approach. So what you do is only getting indirectly from that guru. That is as if now Bhagavan says there is a method to reach to me directly. Then why do you go through that channel and then come to me? Because I am the provider. So always getting directly to the guru is better. Here getting directly to Bhagavan is better. Epyanya devata bhakta. Those who, although get to the celestial gods and goddesses, those bhaktas, devotees, yajande sraddhayanvitaha. Yajande, they worship full faith, faithfully, sraddhayanvita. Without having any other devotion to any other god and goddesses, they go to one god, not me, somebody else, and then do all the worship to them. Te api mameva kaunteya. They also come to me sometime. Hey kaunteya. They go to other gods and goddesses and they also come to me sometime. Ekondeya. That is what they do. Ejandi, worshipping, avidhi, purvakam. But these methods are not the right ones. There are many people. They listen to many other subgurus, not Sadguru, subgurus. Sad is the best. That is Bhagavan only. There is no other Sadguru than Lord Krishna, Vishnu. But then under their name or under different names, different people get so many other different preachings, and they also go to somebody to whom you listen directly. Don't do that. You should listen to somebody who is directly approachable to you. Like Bhagavan says, I am approachable to you. Why do you go to such somebody who is through them I am providing? Epyanya devata bhakta yajande sraddhaya nvidaha te api mame vakaundeya yajandi avidhi purvakam. Yajandi avidhi purvakam. Now, sloka number 24. Aham hi sarvayatnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu maam abhijanandi tattena ataschavandite. Aham hi sarvayatnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu maam abhijanandi tattena ataschavandite. Here the aham hi sarvayatnanam, I am responsible for all the yatnas. Aham hi, I alone. I am the only one who is responsible for sarva yatnas which is happening around. Bhokta aja prabhurevacha. The enjoyer, bhokta, who is getting the benefit of that. Those people, bhokta cha prabhurevacha. The Lord, the only one. I am on the top. Prabhu. I am the chairman for this. Only one chairman, and that is me. Nobody else. There are no multiple gods. The rest of the gods and goddesses are all under me. I am the top. Natu maam, not but any other than me, abhijanandi, realize, understand. Nobody else is there. Understand this. Abhijanandi, realize it. Tattena, divine nature, ataschavandite, fall down. If anybody else you think is greater than me and go to them, you know what will happen? That is a fail. That's a fall. That's a deep down jump into the worst place by themselves. I am the top. If you go to somebody else, that is actually a mistake from you. Aham hi sarvayatnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha nadu maam abhijanandi tattena ataschavandite. Tattena ataschavandite. This is what Bhagavan says in Sloka 24. Now what is 25? 25, according to the faith, if you go to different god and goddesses or even your Pitru Pitamaha, where is your faith? Based on that, you will take birth under them. But if you believe in me, you will live with me. That is what Bhagavan says. There is a great distinction which Bhagavan is making here. The sloka verses goes like this. Yanti devavrata devan. Yanti devavrata devan. Pitrun yanti pitruvrata. Bhudani yanti bhudejya. Bhudani yanti bhudejya. Yanti madhyajino abhimam. Yanti madhyajino abhimam. Yanti devavrita devan. Yanti, you go. Devavrita, the worship of the celestial gods. You go and worship those celestial gods. What will happen to you? Amongst all the other celestial gods. Devavrita devan. You go and do worship to other god and goddesses. Pitrunyanti pitavrata. Now you do worship to your ancestors. That's also part of our rituals. You do worship to your own parents, grandparents, and such people. Budhani yanti budejya. Go and do with all the Buddhas. It could be animals. It could be other living beings. Budhani yanti budejya. Other souls, other than human being, other than devatas, other than your ancestors. You keep doing. Yanti madhyajino bimam. There is another way. You can come to me. What will happen to them? Suppose you go and do worship to either devatas, Pitru or Buddha. You get birth and then you go with them. That means you go and your next Janma will be around them only. But if you do puja to me, worship to me, if you become my devotee, you will come and live with me. That is what Bhagavan says. My devotees come to me and they only come to me. The rest of the people, if you are going through me, you may get benefits. Because I provide benefits all to those God and Goddesses devotees also. But then you will not come to me. Yanti devavrita devan. Pitrunyanti pitruvrita. Bhudani yanti bhudejya. Yanti madhyajino bimam. Now, sloka number 26. This is up to 25, 20 to 25. We have already told when we were discussing from 20 to 22 the other day. These are all the fruits of worship, the benefit of worship. What do you get if you do worship to other devatas? That is what Bhagavan explained. And if you don't worship me, what will happen? If you worship me, what will happen? The glory. That is also explained in between. Now, 26 to 34. That is until the end of the chapter. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Next 9 slokas. The glory of devotion practiced disinterestingly. If you don't show interest and then practice it. Those Nishkama Bhakta. Disinterest means without getting into the result and the benefit. Vairagya Siddhyartham Samarpayami. With full devotion you are offering. No interest in that. Interest is the subsequent result and the benefit, you are not looking at it. You totally get devoted. What will happen? And how that is done by different people as example. Bhagavan is quoting those people who have done it to him and what benefit they got. Probably you have to go to all the Idihasas and Puranas to understand what happened in the earlier Janma during Rama's time, what has happened. So these are all some pointers to such stories where the trust is fully given to Bhagavan. So sloka number 26. This is one of the famous sloka. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayaschati tadaham bhaktyubhrida tadaham bhaktyubhridam asnami priyadatmanaha asnami priyadatmanaha patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayaschati tadaham bhaktyubhridam asnami priyadatmanaha. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Whether a leaf, patram is leaf, pushpam a flower, phalam a fruit, toyam water, whatever you offer to me, that doesn't matter whether it is a leaf or a flower. Some people steal leaf flower from somebody's garden and then offer to Bhagavan, saying, Bhagavan, this is from me, I am giving to you. What a stupid. Morning when we water the plant and then the plant grows and the flower is blossomed, you will see the so-called the bhaktas. They are not Brahmins, they are Vipras. They do pujas in some temple. And what do they do in the morning? They go to different garden and then started stealing in the morning itself. Or they may go to a market and buy flowers to offer to Bhagavan. You must go to some great markets in India, how the flowers are being packed. They use the dirtiest gunny bag and they stamp on that to pack it. And you think that is the great one flower, one leaf from your garden where you have watered and then that plant has grown, take that and offer. That itself is not required. Bhagavan doesn't require all these. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. Anything you offer. Bhagavan says as an example what others do. Patram, not newspaper, patram. The leaf, pushpam, flower, phalam, fruit, toyam, water. Whatever you give, yo me bhaktya prayaschati. Who me bhakta, my bhaktas, devotionally they offer, prayaschati, offer to me with full devotion. What is important? The manas behind giving is important. Tadaham bhaktyubhritam. Tat aham, that aham, me, bhaktyubhritam, offered with devotion to me, asnami priyadatmanaha. That is what I like it. That part which they do, with that part which they do, asnami priyata atmanaha. One in pure consciousness, full bhakti, full devotion. That is more important here, Arjuna. Love and bhakti is important in offering, and that samarpana manobhavam, that samarpanam is more important than the object, because I am not interested in any of these materialistic world. Whether your temple is granite or sand, which is the path, I don't care. Whether it is whitewashed or you have put the best color, I don't care all that. What is important? The manobhavam is important. All these decorations which you see in temples are only for bhaktas, not for Bhagavan. Bhagavan doesn't care all this. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayaschati tadaham bhaktyubhridam asnami priyadatmanaha. Welcome is the source to meet. There is a proverb. Welcome is the source to meet. You offer, that doesn't matter. If you don't have anything to give also, that welcome, that word welcome is good enough. That is what is the Samarpana Buddhi. With that Manobhavam or without Manobhavam, you offer the best thing in the world. God will disappear. Most of the great temples, probably no presence of God exists because of the Manobhavam of the people, of the priest. There is a funny sloka which says, കുളിച്ചു കുറ്റിത്തലയും കുടഞ്ഞങ് അമന്ത്രകുംഭം ചൊരിയുന്ന നേരം. The priest who goes after bath and he closed the door. The Sanctum Sanctorum generally is a small room where the deity is there and the priest is there. And he closed the door and started chanting mantras. What is that mantra? Full of mistakes and no manobhavam also. Amandra kumbham, not mantram. Amandram, all mistakes. Amandra kumbham churiyunna neram. Malachu devan chumarodu jari. The Bhagavan got stuck to the back wall of this Sanctum Sanctorum and then he have nothing to do because there is no way. The door is closed, he cannot run away. Malachu devan chumarodu jari. Sriyovilude gamanam jagara. There is a small path, the water, wastewater goes from the, or after Abhishekam, the water goes out from the Sanctum Sanctorum. Through that, Bhagavan disappeared. That is what it says. So if you don't have Manobhavam, the Bhagavan will run away from you instead of coming to you. Its most important is your Manobhavam, your Samarpana Buddhi. The Bhava is more important than the material. Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, whatever you give doesn't matter, yeah. You give leaf, that is good enough. Yo me bhaktya prayaschadi tadaham bhaktyubahridam asnami priyatatmanaha. I love it, my dear. What a great sloka is this. Which Bhagavan will say like this? There are a lot of examples. In the previous Janma, Rama ate what Shabari ate and then half and given. That's why I said there are examples. In your lot of stories are there. Kuchelas offering with the avil, poha. That Bhagavan loved it. Why? Because the Manobhavam is that. Kuchelan, he is a bad dressed fellow. And in that bad dress only he tied. That is enough. For Bhagavan, that is enough. And whatever that you give with love, you don't expect any result. Benefit is not. It is because your love and devotion. With great love you offer to Bhagavan, what will happen? The return comes to you without asking. It's a beautiful sloka. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayaschati tadaham bhaktubahridam asnami priyatatmanaha. So having done 26, we will move to 27. Yat karoshi yadasnasi yat karoshi yadasnasi Ejuhoshi tadasiyat. Ejuhoshi tadasiyat. Tat tapasyasi. Tat yat tapasyasi. Kaundeya. Tat karushya. Tat karushva madarpanam. Tat karushva madarpanam. Yat karoshi yadasnasi. Ejuhoshi tadasiyat. Yat tapasyasi kaundeya. Tat karushva madarpanam. Yat karoshi yadasnasi. Whatever you do, whatever asnasi, whatever you do, whatever you eat, asnasi, eat, karoshi, do. Yat, whatever, whatever you eat, do, whatever you eat, ejjuhoshi tadasiyat. Ej, whatever, joshi, whichever you put in the sacred fire, as a homam, hoshi, yajju hoshi, as a havis, whatever you put in the fire, tadasi, yat, whatever you give as a gift, that yat tapasyasya kaundeya, whatever the performance you do as a tapasvi, he kaundeya, tat karushva madarpanam. Whatever you do, whatever fashion to you, that doesn't matter. Whether you are putting something to fire, whatever action which you do, that is what karma. Whatever karma you do, whatever you are eating, whatever you put in the sacred fire as yaga and yatna, whatever gift you offer, which gift? Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, as a gift what you give, as you put in a fire, any action which you do, that is also an offer. So what is that indirectly Bhagavan says? Hey Arjuna, therefore you do your action. Tat karushva madarpanam. Whatever you do, that becomes a samarpanam to me. That is an offering to me with full devotion. So you do that. Does it mean Arjuna has to go and pluck some leaf and give, or maybe he has to put something into fire, or you do for tapas and all that? No. Here Bhagavan directly says all that the bhaktas do, that is equivalent to the action which somebody does, like you, what you do. So in your case, what is that you are supposed to do? You do your action. That is a samarpanam to me. But how is it to be done? Samarpana manobhavam. Bhakti, devotion, totally dedicated. Ananyaschintayanto mam. No vibrating mount. Full concentration. The mind should be fully here. Yat karoshi, yadashnasi, yajjuhoshi, tadasiyat. Tat yat tapasyasi kaundeya, tat karushva madarpanam. Beautiful. So this is indirectly Uttishta. Stand up and start fighting. That is directly told, saying that whatever you do is a samarpanam to me. That was the end of Bhagavad Gita sloka. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarvapabebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuja. That's the ending sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because Ashocyananyashocastvam, starting 2nd chapter, 11th sloka, 18th chapter, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, that is the answer given. For what? The question which Arjuna asked. What is that question? 2nd sloka, 7th sloka, 2nd chapter, 7th sloka. Karpanya dosho bahada swabhava prichhami tvam dharma sammuda chetaha. Karpanya dosho bahada swabhava. My swabhavam, my manas is in total confusion. I don't know what is to be done. I am blind with the karpanya dosham, confused state. Prichhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta. With that I am dharma sammudham. I am not able to see what is dharma. Yat sreyaha sanishchitam bruhitanme. You think for me, hey Bhagavan, and tell me yat sreya, what is good for me. And what he did? Shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. As a disciple fallen on Bhagavan's feet. Therefore, it is Bhagavan's duty. If somebody comes to you for a help, that is your responsibility to help him out. So, having a disciple and saying that I want this, it is Guru's responsibility to help him. Therefore, Shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. As a disciple, I am surrendering to you. Already Bhagavan's feet he has fallen, but with full of confusion. What is Shreyam for him was the question asked. So here itself Bhagavad Gita can be closed, because this is where what Bhagavan is telling Arjuna. Not clear? One more sloka. Very specifically 28th sloka is exactly the repetition of what is there in the 18th chapter 66th sloka. Shubha Shubha Palairevam Shubha Shubha Palairevam Shubha Ashubha Palairevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi Sanyasa Yoga Yuktatma Sanyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimukto Mamupaishyasi Shubha Shubha Palairevam Shubham Ashubham Shubha Shubha Shubham, which is good, Ashubham, which is bad, Shubham Ashubham Palairevam, whatever is the result. You don't worry whether the karma what you do have got a good result or bad result, whether you are going to fail in the war or not, whether you are going to be successful or not. Don't worry about all that. Shubha Shubha Palairevam, whatever is going to be the result. Mokshese, you shall be freed from all the bondages you have. I will guarantee you moksham. Mokshese karma bandhanai. No karma bandham for you. Oh, I have done something wrong and therefore I will get papa, sin. Therefore I have to get a bad result of it. Bhagavan will give me shapa. Don't worry all that. I am telling you, yeah. Because Shishyasteham Shadhimam Tvam Prapannam, fallen on his feet. And who? Already Bhagavan explained, I am on the top of this world. I am the person who is controlling. I am the chairman and the director. So why do you worry? Now you surrender to me totally. Shubha Shubha Palairevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanai. You have no bondage on any of the actions. Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma. With as a sannyasi, how you should be? Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma. How somebody has to surrender to Bhagavan to get moksham? This line is important. Sannyasa Yoga Yukta Atma. Sannyasa Yogam. With no attachment to anything, renouncing the selfish mind. That is what is sannyasi. Join Yuktatma. What is that qualified Atma for you? You become qualified when you relinquish everything, you renounce everything, and then get free from all your bandhanas and surrender to Bhagavan. If you do that, and don't be idle, do your karma. What is that your karma? Taking care of my family? No. Any social service for somebody's benefit, for the Sarvajana Sugino Bhavantu. With that Arpana Manobhava. Let somebody gets benefit out of my action. With that bhavam, if you do something, Vimukto Mamupaishyasi. You are liberated and you will reach me. Free from all that parityagam, from all that what you do, and come to me. Free parityagam. Tejat, remove everything, no bondages, and come to me. Same word. Sarvadharman parityajya mamegam sharanam vraja. Aham tva sarvapapebhyo mokshayishyami mashucha. Same. So, Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter 66th sloka concluded like this. This is what Bhagavan says. Actually, exactly in the middle of Bhagavad Gita, that was closed. But still, Bhagavan continues. Because need some more explanation. This is a chance which Bhagavan got for a lecture. A good lecturer, a good student. Once a good student comes to you, then you will not leave. You will start giving lectures continuous. Shubha Shubha Palairevam Shubha Shubha Palairevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanai Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimukto mamupaishyasi. Now, which chapter doesn't have this connection? I don't know. We have to connect it to all chapters. Second chapter we connected, 18th chapter we connected. If we connect to second and 18th chapter, the 9th chapter, in between there are many. 8th chapter we can see, 11th chapter we can see, 12th chapter we can see. Lot of connections to this. That's why I said second chapter, 9th chapter, 18th chapter. If you read these three chapters, Bhagavad Gita essence is understood. Then you want more explanation, go into other. That is how a thesis have to be written. First abstract synopsis, then conclusion, then understand the methodology, then the rest of the data sets you can analyze peacefully. That is how Bhagavad Gita is set. Best example of a beautiful thesis or a book. 9th chapter. Important just because of this. Now, sloka number 29. Samoham sarvabhudeshu name dveshosti na priyaha. Samoham sarvabhudeshu name dveshosti na priyaha. Ye bhajanditu mam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. Samoham sarvabhudeshu name dveshosti na priyaha. Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. Samoham, equally disposed. Samaha, equal. Aham, to me. All sarvabhudeshu, all the living being. That means for me everybody is equal. I distribute things in the same style to everyone. I have no hatred to anybody. I have no most favorite people also not there. Most of them. There are. For everybody there is something. Otherwise, why Arjuna is getting lecture? It would have got to somebody else also. Yeah, definitely Bhagavan has got a discrimination. To whom? Whoever comes and supports. Whoever surrenders to me. Everybody is equal. But somebody's response is not recognizing what you are doing and you are not coming to him. Why he should get an equality? No, it will not come. Definitely, that is what is Vivekana Vivecha Buddhi. Identifying who is good and bad. Vivekam, discriminative power is essential. But all others are equal to me. Samoham sarva bhudeshu, all other bhudeshus are equal to me. Name dveshosti na priyaha. I don't have hatred. Dvesham, no hatred to anybody. Na priyaha, no favorite people to me. These are all generic exceptions. Those I love so much to somebody. I love people who devoted to me, who listen to my lectures. All that Bhagavan already said. They are special to me. That's all what he explained. This is exceptionally general people. Ye bhajanti tvam bham bhaktya. Those people who do worship to me and then praise me. Bhajanti. Love me with worship. Bhajanti tu mam bhaktya. Those devotional people of mine. Maite teshu japyaham. Maite, reside in me. Those people who do worship to me. Chapyaham. Cha, only to me. Who stays in me. Such people are my bhaktas and then I love them so much. But to others, I don't have any hatred. They are not my enemies. They are okay, so. So I will look at them once in a while. That's it. Samoham sarva bhudeshu name dveshosti na priyaha. There is no love, there is no hatred, no love, no separation. All of them are samoham, equal for me. Ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya. Those people do bhajan to me as bhaktas. Maite teshu japyaham. Only to me. Maite, reside in me. Otherwise I love them. If you do bhajan and then you do worship to me and surrender to me, what will happen? You are not outside, you are inside me. Maite teshu chapyaham. You come and reside inside me. I will go and look at all of them, but you will stay inside me. You are in me. If you love me, you are in me. And therefore, your consciousness will be under my consciousness. That is what? 18th sloka, 18th chapter, 66th sloka. Aham tva sarva pabebhyo mokshayishyami mashuja. Not without condition. Sarva dharman parityajya mamegam sharanam vraja. With that condition. If you surrender to me totally, then I will take care of you. After that concluding statement, or vimukto mumupichyasi, with that statement is over, with what manas? Sannyasa yoga yuktatma. With that manas if you have and reside in me, I am inside you. But without that also you do something what you like, then I will be with you. I have no hatred to anybody who doesn't do that. Samoham sarva bhudeshu name dveshosti na priyaha ye bhajanditu mam bhaktya mahide teshu chapyaham. Now, sloka number 30. Apichet suduracharo bhajate mamananyabhak. Apichet suduracharo bhajate mamananyabhak. Mamananyabhak. Sadhureva sa mandavya. Sadhureva sa mandavyaha. Samrg vyavasito hi saha. Samyak vyavasito hi saha. Samyak properly. Vyavasito resolved. Certainly that person, if somebody has done something wrong while dedicating to Bhagavan, but he has done dedication, but he has done something wrong, what will happen? That is what Bhagavan says here. Abhichet saduracharo, with some sinning activity which they have done, they are sinners. They have done some sins. Apichet, even if somebody has done. Apichet means even if. Saduracharo, done some duracharam, bad things they have done in their life. Bhajante mamananyabhak, but with exclusive devotion, without anyabhak, going somewhere else. Bhajate, worship me. Sadhureva samadhyas mandavya, they are sadhus. Some time back their mind was not working perfectly. That such person, they are righteous people because they converted and then came to me with the devotion. Earlier they were not and they did some mistake. What is to be done? Mandavya. They are to be considered. Considered as what? Sadhus. They are sadhu people. Don't worry, they are sadhus. Mad samyak vyavasito hissaha. But they properly resolved their problems. Now they became perfect and came to me. So what will happen? I will consider them as my devotees and take them. Their earlier mistakes are all forgotten. Sarva papam is cleared. Abhichet suduracharo bhajate mamanyabhak sadhureva sa mandavya samyak vyavasito hi saha. So now sloka number 31. Now real bhaktas, clarifying one step by step. Some mistake is done, totally devoted, some devotion is there, what is offered. Each item by item Bhagavan is explaining to bhaktas, not to Arjuna. Arjuna understands because from Janma Janmandaram they were together. But these are all for all of us. People have forgotten. Therefore need lectures. This is one method. So Karmi, Jnani, such people are there. They get benefit. But here, not even Karmis or Jnanis, Bhaktas, because this is Bhakta. Bhakti yogas. This is part of Bhakti yoga. So, sloka number 31. Kshipram bhavadi dharmatma shashvaschandim nigaschati kaundeya pradijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. This is guaranteed, trusted norm by Bhagavan. The contract is very clear. But one condition, name bhakta pranashyati. Come and then surrender to me as my bhakta. Never. If you don't, then you will be lost. But if you get into the dharmic stage and then surrender to me, you are never lost. That is what Bhagavan says. Kshipram bhavadi dharmatma. Quickly become virtuous with the full action. So this is a direct message to Arjuna. Kshipram bhavadi dharmatma. Get your dharma, virtuous mind. No karpanya dosham now. Clear manas, strong. All dharmas, atmis will have pakka strong manas. They have no confusion. Adharmis will have confusion. Kshipram, quickly, immediately. Bhavati, become. Dharmatma, become dharmatma now. Shashwada, shashwaschandim nigaschati. Shashwaschandim shashwaschandim. Shashwadam and shanti. Shashwat shanti. Shashwaschandim. Everlasting peace. Nigaschati. Get it, attain it, conquer it. The ultimate shanti you can conquer. Kaundeya. Hey Kaundeya, my. See, whenever Bhagavan loves Arjuna, he calls him Kaundeya. Mother's name. Because Krishna loves Kundi so much. That's why Kaundeya. Pradijanihi. Declare. Not just doing. You get into dharma and get into action. Say that you are into peace. No confusion now. Not enough. Pradijanihi. Tell that clearly. Response is not there. Lecture becomes boring. When you love lecture, tell that what did you love. That is essential. Here Bhagavan is actually teaching how a student has to be, because Arjuna is the best student for him. This is not for Arjuna by Krishna, for every student who listens, not just Bhagavad Gita, anything. Let it be a maths class or English class, doesn't matter. If you are listening from me, your response is must. Declare it. Don't become hesitated. If you are not declaring, that means you are not listening. That is what Bhagavan says. It is true for everyone, including me. When I give lecture, if doesn't respond, many times I told, if you don't share it to somebody else, you are not listening to me. Kaundeya, pradijanihi. Declare it. Tell that this is good. Name bhakta pranashyati. Devote. Surrender to me. And then what will happen? Pranashyati. You will perish. You will become great. Devote when you are learning from somebody, declare it that what you learned is from him. Listen to him. Understand. Respond. Hey Kaundeya. This is approximately center of Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavan has to ask for response. Otherwise correction is must. Kshipram. Immediately. Bhavadi dharmatma. Shashwaschandim. Nigaschati. Kaundeya pradijanihi. Name bhakta pranashyati. Bhaktaha. Here Bhagavan clearly says, as my bhakta you have to declare and then start propagating my message. Declare it. That is what the Bhagavan says. Now sloka number 32. Mam hi partha vyapasritya. Mam hi partha vyapasritya ebisyu pavayonayaha. Striyo vaishya tatha shudra stebi yandi param gadim. Such people who do all these bhakti, mam hi partha vyapasritya, those who surrender to me, take refuge of me, vyapasritya, come and surrender to me. Those people, certainly those people, what category? Yopyasyu papayonaha, yenaha. Let them be taken birth as a papi. Their janma is bad. Let them be the lowest people in the stratum. There are papis, I don't care. Striyo, let them be a lady. Here striyo doesn't mean the gender stri. Earlier stris were only concerned about their families. Such people who are concerned only about their families, they are surrendering to me with the full bhakti, not selfishly living. That is what it means. Their manas is generally surrendered to their family. From there, they surrender to me. Striyo, Vaishya, there are people who are surrendering their manas to business. Vaishyaha, business people. Tadha Shudraha, they are only not even thinking. They only do casual laborer's job. Manas is not at all working. They don't study at all. Such people, Striyo, Vaishya, Shudra, Abhiyandi Param Gatim, they all get to the supreme stage when surrender to me. How to surrender? Study. Already Bhagavan said, you should have Jnanayatnam, Sannyasa Yogam. All that has to be followed. Mam hi partha vyapasritya yobisyu papayonayaha striyo vaishya tada shudra tevi yandi param gadim. Those people can come and then surrender to me. They will get a paragati. They will reach the highest. What else is required? To all the categories they are, I will take care of them. Don't worry. Now, not just the lower strategy, they don't study and such people have to study. Now onwards, they should surrender. Kim punar, next one, 33. Kim punar brahmana punya bhakta rajashayastada anitya anityam asukham lokam anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajaswamam. Those people, high service people, those who are serving already the society, they can also get and surrender to me. Don't tell that I am busy, I don't have time to look at Bhagavan. No. With all that activity which they are doing, they should surrender. With that devotion, they do their action, definitely they get benefit. That is what Bhagavan says. Kim punar brahmana punya bhakta rajashayastadha anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajaswamam. Kim punar brahmana punya. Again, not even the earlier set of people whom I described. Other people like brahmana, sages, punya, good, meritorious people, punyatmas, bhakta, devotees, rajashaya, saintly kings. Not that normal king, rajashaya. Not for power and position, for the service of humanity. Rajashaya, tatha, and such people also. Anyatyam, anityam. Anityam is the transient. Asukham, the joyless people. Sukham is not there. Asukham, joy, sukham. Asukham, no joy, sad people. Lokam, in that world. Imam prapya bhajaswamam. Having achieved, engaged in devotion, they will reach me. What else is required? All categories of people can come to me. Kim punar brahmana punya bhakta rajashayastada anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajaswamam. Then they can come and surrender to me. I will. The high service people also can come. They are already punyatmas. They are already rajarshas. They are already bhaktas. They are all brahmanas. They can also come to me. Then they are into this world and they have less joy, dukkam, dukkhalayam. They are surviving here. Now what is to be done? Bhajante mam, bhajaswamam, imam prapya. Come and surrender to me. I will take. Now, sloka number 34. The last sloka in the chapter 9. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktaivyam mame vaishyasi yuktaivam atmanam matparayanaha manmana bhava madbhakto manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktaivam atmanam matparayanaha. Exactly same sloka, ditto same word by word is there in chapter number 18, sloka number 65, I think. 66 is the last one, concluding. So 65. Manmana madbhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi. Here it is, up to here it is same. Here yuktaivam, that yuktaivam is placed there as satyam de. Atmanam matparayanaha is what is here in 65th sloka, 18th chapter. Pradijane priyosime. I love them so much. They are loving to me. They are very close to my heart. That is what Bhagavan says there. Exactly same sloka. 2 lines, 75% of the third line. Same. But all the verses together, exactly same meaning. Manmana bhava madbhakto. Always those people who think about me and surrender to me, they are all my devotees. Madhyaji mam namaskuru. Those people, they worshippers, offer completely to me, surrender to me. Mame vaishyasi. They come certainly to me and join with me. You are getting inside me. Devoted to you means getting inside me. Mame vaishyasi yuktaivam atmanam matparayanaha. Your mind and the body, atma and manas. Atmanam matparayanaha, having dedicated to me. Body, buddhi, manas, everything dedicated and surrendered to me. In your atma, I will come and stay. Manmana bhava madbhakto. Those people with that body, mind and intellect surrender to me. Jnana vijnanam is over. Sannyasam is over. Karmam is also over. All actions which you do also is surrender to them. What else is required? Jnanam, vijnanam, sannyasam, karmam. Everything is surrendered to do and all the yoga is practiced. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktaivam. With that mentality, that bhava, as a real devotee, my son, those people who surrender to me, atmanam matparayanaha, I will go and surrender and stay inside their atma. Having dedicated me, your mind, body, buddhi, manas, all that result, actions, everything to me, I will unite with you. You come to me and then I am joining with you. Yuktaivam, unite with me. That means what? In your manas, I am staying. That's a guarantee which Bhagavan gives through the 9th chapter. To each one of you.